tayo mga kalamaw. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang iyong paboritong tambayan. Broadcasting live from TVH Group of Networks. Ang iyong hipilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews Primetime.
From the headquarters of Cool FM, I'm Dim Karaoke and this is koolNews Primetime. Tonight is Friday, November 29, and topping our news tonight. Marcos says debate over impeachment over VP Sara Duterte a storm in a teacup. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said on Friday that any impeachment complaint against his estranged Vice President Sara Duterte would only distract Congress and do not help people, in remarks that drew criticism from some lawmakers. And according here, Sara Duterte, who made threats against the president's life on the weekend, is under legislative investigation over alleged misuse of public funds. She quit her cabinet post as Education Secretary in June and has denied wrongdoing. A coalition on leftist lawmakers condemned Marcos' statement, calling it a brazen attempt to influence Congress after he discouraged impeachment proceedings against Duterte. According to Marcos, and said here, why waste time on it? None of this will help improve a single Filipino life. As far as I'm concerned, it's a storm in a teacup. And according here, in response, Representatives Franz Castro, Arlen Brosas, and Raul Manuel said that they were ready and preparing for impeachment and urged Congress to assert its independence and hold officials accountable. According to the lawmakers, Vice President Duterte must be held accountable and warning that the Congress against becoming a rubber stamp of the executive branch. Duterte's beef with Marcos and his cousin, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, has been at the center of a bitter political row since the collapse of a powerful alliance between their families that led to Marcos' landslide win in the 2022 election. Amid escalating tension, a group of business and civil society organizations, including the prominent Makati Business Club, urged the public officials to exercise restraint and prioritize public welfare over political interests. Added here from the group, resorting to threats, incendiary rhetoric, or any form of violence has no place in a nation founded on a rule of law. On Saturday, Duterte she had hired an assassin to kill the president, his wife, and Romualdez in the event that she herself were killed, prompting a strong rebuke from Marcos. Law enforcement officials had summoned Duterte for questioning over the statement on Friday, but the vice president failed to appear and asked for a new schedule, and her lawyer said that she had office matters requiring her urgent attention. And when asked if his relationship with the vice president was irreparable, and said never say never. Continuing our news tonight, radio commentator nabbed for extortion in Cebu City. The CIDG, or the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, arrested a radio commentator for his cohort in Cebu City for alleged extortion activities. In a statement on Friday, CIDG Chief Brigadier General Nicolas Torre III said the suspects, identified as Roger, a radio commentator at the DYRB online radio, and Joselito, his assistant at the station, were arrested by the members of the CIDG 7 and the Talisay City Police in an entrapment at a coffee shop in Barangay Lawan 2 at about 2:30 p.m. last Thursday. Torres said the two were accused of being involved in a robbery extortion scheme using the grave coercion. The operation stemmed on a complaint filed by Talisay City Mayor Gerald Anthony Gullias Jr., alleging that a certain Roger demanded from him 4 million pesos in exchange for withdrawing his candidacy in the next year's elections. The CIDG launched an entrapment after validating the complaint, and operatives confiscated 10 marked 1,000 peso bills, budol money consisting of 199 1,000 pesos and 8 500 peso bills, and some IDs. The suspects were informed of their constitutional rights before they were taken to the Talisay police station for further investigation. Added here by Torre, the operation exemplifies our dedication to upholding the rule of law and ensuring justice is served. The CDG remains vigilant in its mission to combat criminal activities that threaten the integrity of governance and public safety. In a statement, Gulyas called on aspirants in the 2025 midterm polls and media members to work together to avoid acts that would undermine the integrity of the electoral process. By his own account, Gulyas said the extortion attempt happened after he filed his COC for re-election. And said here, many feelings reached me. Some came from common friends, but I could not get any connection to him. At first, 500,000 pesos was asked. A staff member from the mayor's office arranged a meeting with Sima Franca at the coffee shop and denied the extortion claims, saying that it was Gulyas camp that offered him money to withdraw from the race. Also in the news tonight, DBM releases the 1 billion peso for development of disaster-related infrastructure and facilities. According from the DBM on Friday, that they have approved the release of 1 billion pesos to the DPWH, or the Department of Public Works and Highways, for the implementation of disaster-related infrastructure projects. In a statement, they said the release was given the thumbs up by Budget Secretary Amena Pagandaman upon the request of the DPWH. And according to her, as directed by President Bongbong Marcos, we shall continue to ensure that we provide needed support to crucial initiatives aimed at mitigating the impact of natural calamities. This additional fund will be a big help to ensure the continuity of the DPWH rehabilitation and restoration effects and efforts, so that we can have efficient and more resilient infrastructure. They said that the budget chief approved the release of the SARO, or the Special Allotment Release Order, for the stated purpose on last November 27, which is from Wednesday, and will be valid for obligation until next year. For this year, the DBM said a total of 22.7 billion pesos has been appropriated for the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, or the NDRRMF. And from the said amount, 22.4 billion pesos was released to the concerned national government agencies, including the DPWH, DSWD, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, DND, DNF, Department of Agriculture, Inter and Local Government, and other government-owned and controlled corporations as of November 28. And the department said 13.8 billion pesos of the 22.4 billion has been released for the augmentation of the Quick Response Fund of the same agencies. Now let's check our weather for tonight's edition from Pag-asa. Forecast weather conditions for this edition: Mindanao, Eastern Visayas, Central Visayas, Negros Island region, and Palawan will have cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms, and it was caused by the intertropical convergence zone. For Quezon, Laguna, Rizal, and Bicol region will have also cloudy skies, but it was caused by the shear line. It will also have possible flash floods or landslides. For the Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Aurora will also have cloudy skies with rains from northeast monsoon. For Metro Manila, Ilocos Region, and the rest of Central Luzon will also have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains. For the rest of the country, we also have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. For the wind and coastal water, we also have here for the northern Luzon and the eastern section of Central Luzon will have a strong speed, direction northeast, with rough coastal water. For the rest of Luzon, moderate to strong, and water will be moderate to rough, and northeast direction too. Same here to the rest of the country, we'll also have light light to moderate with slight coastal water. Maximum temperature for tonight will be 32.7 degrees at 12 p.m. 90% for the humidity. There's more cool news after these announcements. We'll be right back.
This Cool News edition was brought to you by Rexona, ang Deo Lotion ng Bayan. Say no to asthma emergencies. MX3 Natural Supplements, verified with alpha, beta, and gamma mangosteen. MX3, tunay, natural at original. Neutral Light Style Low-Fat Milk Powder. So good you'll float. Product excellence of Hongsang. People's Bank. Equal banking for the Filipino people. People's Bank of the Philippines is a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Fujidenso Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your usual appliances of Fujidenso HV inverter appliances. Fujidenso, quality above all. And Delsat TV. Enjoy SD and high-definition channels when you subscribe to Delsat TV.
Babala sa publiko, pinababatid ng National Telecommunications Commission o NTC sa publiko na may natatanggap itong mga ulat tungkol sa mga taong nagpapanggap di umano na tauhan o empleyado ng NTC. Ayon sa ilang ulat na natatanggap ng NTC Consumer Welfare and Protection Division, ang mga scammer ay tumatawag sa biktima at tatakutin na ang numero nito ay sangkot sa isang scam. Ang nasabing biktima ay hihikayatin na magbigay ng pera upang hindi na masampahan ng kasong kriminal at matanggal sa listahan ng mga nang-i-scam ang numero nito. Madiin ay pinapaalahanan ng NTC ang publiko na ibayong mag-ingat mula sa ganitong uri ng modus. Ito ay isang uri din ng scam at hindi lehitimo ang mga tawag na ito. Kung may impormasyon sa ganitong uri ng scam, maaaring ipaalam sa NTC upang magawan agad ng karampatang aksyon. Pagbigay alam ang ganito o iba pang uri ng mga scam sa mga susunod na opisyal na mekanismo ng NTC. Complaint links sa www.ntc.gov.ph. Mag-email sa contratextcam@ntc.gov.ph. Consumer@ntc.gov.ph. Pagtawag sa 1682 24/7 Consumer Hotline at ang mga numerong 892-04464, 892-67722 and 892-13251 mula 8 a.m. hanggang 5 p.m. Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Nagpapasalamat ang NTC sa mga miyembro ng publiko na nagpabatid tungkol sa nasabing uri ng panloloko.
Birit na sana kaso parang may gumagasgas. Ganyan ang ubong may plemang mahirap ilabas. Mag-Plemex Forte Syrup. Gawa sa natural na lagundi. Tinutunaw ang plema. Pinipigil ang ubo. Ramdam ang hagod ng ginhawa. Sing your heart out. Basta nakundi, Plemex. Mabibili ang Plemex Forte Syrup 60ml at 120ml sa mga pangunahing butikan nationwide. Vitex Nagundo L is a generic name of Plemex Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Naglabas po ang Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation of PAGCOR ng bagong pakete para po sa community bingo program po nito. Ayon kay PAGCOR Assistant Vice President Maria Teresa Ocampo, dahil dito ay makakalikom ng mas malaking pondo ang mga organisasyon at lokal na pamahalaan na balak kong magsagawa ng fundraising activities. Base po sa bagong pakete, maaaring kumita ang isang organisasyon ng hanggang 50% ng gross ticket sales. Para sa dagdag na impormasyon tungkol po sa programang ito, tumawag lamang po kay Josie Dona sa 0917-843-0970 o kay Louie Cabanyero 0927-320-6211.
Sa bawat unos, may kalakip na pag-asa. Sa bawat pagsubok, may bagong simula. Para sa mga SMEs, kooperatiba, korporasyon o power utility na apektado ng sakuna, naririto ang Land Bank Cares Plus program para sa inyo. Layunin ng Land Bank na matulungan kayong makaangat at makabalik sa normal ang inyong business operations upang matulungan ang inyong komunidad na makaahon. Ang Land Bank Cares Plus Lending Program ay maaasahang suporta para sa inyong muling pag-angat. For more details, visit the Land Bank Lending Center near you or call 02-8405-700 or visit www.landbank.com. Your future powered by Land Bank.
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm Fabcon, bangong kumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng Charm.
Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh technology kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria tested. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries.
Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa Charm.
Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Mommy, may aircon na tayo sa CR?
Safeguard Arctic Fresh lang yan, nak. May cooling bango. At patay ang 99.9% of germs sa tested bacteria. Yung ibang sabon, hanggang lamig lang. Ito, may germ protection.
Oh, Mommy, wag na tayo bibili ng iba, ha? Dito lang tayo sa Safeguard Arctic Fresh. Shoo away germs. Safeguard Arctic Fresh. Germs off, aircon cool on.
Results may vary.
Mama, daming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mama, daming time. Champion detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na! Playtime with Bunso kasi may champion na. Present lagi sa school pag champion sa laba. Gumimik with ate dahil may champion na. Lambingan with happy, champion ako dyan. Kung gustong mag-shopping, dapat mag-champion ka. Mag-movie marathon, mabilis lang maglaba. Kung gusto nyong mag-swimming, tara mag-champion na. Lahat ng gusto nyo, mama daming time. Tanggal mancha sa damit ni tatay, t-shirt ni kuya, mabango na rin. May quick wash technology ang champion. Family bonding ng priority ko. Salamat sa champion! Champion na! Mama, daming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mama, daming time. Champion detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities on the go.
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Artrisin. Para sa mga active adults, may Artrisin. Ang Artrisin ay undenatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin. Let's go!
Make your move, baby.
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Drink responsibly.
Welcome back to koolNews Primetime, continuing our news. Vistaland scores multiple wins at Lamundi, the Outlook 2024, which is the Philippine Real Estate Awards. The much-awaited annual gathering of the most prominent and respected names in the Philippine real estate industry concluded the awarding ceremony at the Shangri-La de Fort Bonifacio Global City, the gig, and selected by an esteemed panel of judges and based on a survey of property seekers on their online real estate marketplace. Of course, Vistaland, the Philippines' leading integrated property developer, continues to cement its reputation by securing multiple wins in the awards. And according here from Eileen Sarmiento, division head for North Luzon of Vistaland, and her acceptance speech, and said here, "We are deeply honored for the recognition given to us by Lamudi, the Outlook 2024 Philippine Real Estate Awards. These accolades are a testament to the hard work of many individuals who have helped shape our journey for nearly 5 decades. As the company continues to evolve and innovate, we remain dedicated to the laying of the foundation for communities where people can thrive, build lifelong memories, and embrace new opportunities. We are inspired to further elevate our offerings and continue to contributing to the national landscape, providing Filipinos with not just houses, but homes for that enrich their lives for generations to come." They are named Best Premium House of the Year in Luzon for Camela in Provence, part of the vast 350-hectare master plan development French by the French Mediterranean style located in Malolo City, Bulacan. The residential community provides a unique living experience that harmonizes with the rich heritage of the provincial capital, proximity to the planned international airport, and infrastructure enhancements, making it an ideal choice for those seeking to capitalize on the emerging prospects in the region. Highly commended, meanwhile, as a premium condo of the year in Luzon, Crown Asia's Hermosa allows its residents access to globally oriented facilities and amenities where prestige and distinction not only luxuries but daily realities. Inspired by the great estates dotting the Spanish terrain, Hermosa is designed to discerning individuals who seek to make a statement of success to their choice of residence. Meanwhile, in Best Mixed-Use Development of the Year in Luzon is Scala, 21-hectare estate boasting multiple high-rise towers within the reach of BGC and C5 Road. Designed as a walkable community, the estate functions as an interconnected urban hub that fosters interaction and creates opportunities for people to build meaningful connections. For Vismin, Best Mixed-Use Development of the Year is Olvera, situated along Cordova-Buri Road in Bacolod. And it was also features a commercial center, dining options, premium residential properties, creating a flourishing district that seamlessly integrates professional and personal living. Olvera is conveniently close to educational centers, government institutions, tourist attractions, and key landmarks, and aligning with the local vision for an urban landscape. For the highly commended as a premium condo of the year for the Vismin region, Solea, which is a pine vertical village rise in the Caraga region, meaning sunshine in Latin, and echoes the enviable weather of northeastern Mindanao and serves a mark for ever-growing Butuan cityscape with its planned multi-tower community and exclusive resort-inspired amenities, all in one in a hectare of prime land. And at the holding company of the housing ventures of Vista Group, Vista Land and Livescapes, they are permanently engaged in developing master plan communities, horizontal properties, and the construction of vertical residences in the Philippines' key growth areas. Also in the news tonight, Cassandra Ong submits counter affidavit on qualified trafficking. Cassandra Lee Ong, the authorized representative of the Lucky South 99 Pogo firm in Pora, Pampanga on Friday, submitted her counter affidavit on the qualified trafficking complaint filed against her with the DOJ. And said here from her counter affidavit, "I execute this counter affidavit to attest to the truth of all the foregoing and in support of my prayer that the instant complaint and its supplement be dismissed as against me." Ong argued that the required proof for the filing of cases has been raised to prima facie evidence with a reasonable certainty of conviction, and said here, dissecting the complaint affidavit, its supplement, and their attachments, aside from the conjectures and surmises, nowhere therein did complaints impute to me any overt act or omissions that may constitute the elements of the offenses as charged. Ong personally attended the preliminary probe at the Justice Department and escorted by a Bureau of Corrections personnel. She is now currently detained at the Correctional Institution for Women. The complaint against Ong and others were filed in September in connection to the raided Lucky South 99 in Porac. Authorities previously said Ong was named a respondent because of her involvement in the Whirlwind Corporation, which leases the land where the Lucky South 99 is located. Meanwhile, the next preliminary hearing will be held on December 3. Also in the news tonight in our local and regional news, 73-year-old man died after being pinned by coconut tree in Aklan. In Calibo, according here to the report of Barangay RU 92.9, Super Radio Calibos, Linet Mendoza on Friday, the victim went to the banana plantation in Barangay Mobo when he did not notice that a coconut tree was being cut off and suffered wounds to the head and at the back and was rushed to the hospital by local emergency responders and sadly died a few minutes after. The victim is of a tricycle driver and has no comorbidities, and that's according from the report. Also in the news tonight, K-pop group New Jeans split from agency in the mistreatment row. K-pop group New Jeans has said that they are leaving their agency after accusing it of the mistreatment and manipulation. The five-member girl group announced their departure from Adore, which is a subsidiary of Powerhouse Hybe, in just a late-night press con held on yesterday. Adore, however, said that its contract with New Jeans still stands as the agency has not violated any terms. This dispute is the latest development in a long-running conflict between former New Jeans producer Min Hee-jin and the Hybe's chairman Bang Si-yuk, which made the headlines in South Korea. This is one of the group's members, Honey, has alleged that she suffered workplace harassment while working with the label, and said here, "This is not the type of work ethic we respect and not one we want to be a part of, and to continue working under a company with no intention of protecting New Jeans would only do us harm." And added that the group had faced mistreatment not just only towards us but also including our staff, and said the group had experienced deliberate miscommunications and manipulation in multiple areas. Adore maintains its contract with New Jeans remains valid as it has not violated its duty and asked the group to continue their activities with the agency. And the announcement from Adore said here, unilateral claim that trust has been broken does not constitute valid grounds for termination of a contract. We regret that the press conference on the termination of the contract took place without sufficient consideration and even before we gave our response to the demand letter. Eugene said that they would like to work with Min, the group's former mastermind who left Adore in the August following accusations that she had planned to split from Hybe, taking New Jeans with her. This would have made New Jeans and Adore independent of Hybe and denied the accusations against her. She, of course, has previously accused Hybe of launching another girl group, Eyelit, which is copying New Jeans' music and appearance. And on November 13, they filed a legal notice to Adore that demanding a company resolve breaches in their executive contracts within 14 days, and said that failure to meet their demands would result in the termination of their contracts. The group has asked for an apology for the comment allegedly made by executive at Belief Lab, which is also owned by Hybe, and the company for workplace bullying. They have also marked the immediate reinstatement of Min Hee-jin. Prior to announcement from New Jeans, the band were committed to a 7-year contract will expire in 2029. And according here to singer Hayden, that it made no sense that the group would be liable to pay a contract breach free. We never broke any rules. We did nothing but try our best, but they are the ones at fault. Hybe and Adore are the ones responsible. And referring to the statement again from Adore, despite multiple requests for meetings with the artists, our efforts have not been successful. We hope the members will now be willing to engage in an open and candid discussion. Before we're going to leave our newscast, our final quote tonight here, coming from the late Benigno Aquino Jr. We must unset our petty selves, forget our hurts and bitterness, cast aside thought of revenge, and let sanity, reason, and above all, love of country prevail during our gravest hour. That's our final quote tonight from the late Benigno Aquino Jr. That is it for the Friday's edition of koolNews Primetime. Thank you very much for your unwavering trust and support. And for more news updates and headlines, keep it right here at Cool FM and News Radio. For comments and suggestions, email us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Join us again tomorrow at Saturday with your weekend Hello Pilipinas with Asphere. From the headquarters of Cool FM, I'm Dream Car Karaoke and you've been listening to Cool FM, the station that cares for you. Have a good evening, stay safe and take care. Good night and mabuhay. Stand by for Asper's Primetime Cafe. This is home. This is Cool News.
This right here gon' make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. This is the place. We break it out, sing it loud, scream and shout. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
It's 9:31.